I don't care how you was feeling before. Nope. But right now, it's time to feel good. Yeah. Let's go. I'm good. I'm good. It don't matter how my day starts off, cause I'm good. I'm good. Don't bring your negativity.
Hi everyone, I'm Korren Briley here with Terry Fletcher, and we want to welcome you to the BunLife Podcast, coming to you from Southern California.
So, hey, Korren, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, I'd be great, except that every time I try to tell you something about your wonderful daughter, Carson, my iPhone spell check pet peeve calls her karaoke. And I'm getting tired of it. Her name is Carson, not karaoke. So how many people out there just are so sick of their iPhone spell check?
Oh my God. I'm never ducking, let me tell you.
I know.
Never ducking.
Yes.
I don't give a duck.
Yeah.
I don't want to duck anybody.
Let's just call it a new word, and it's our new profanity word. You ducking bank bag. Yeah, exactly. It's like so our pet peeves are kind of where we're going with today, if you couldn't tell, but I'm telling you, there are some good ones out there, and let's see if you guys can relate to us as well.
Oh my God, karaoke.
I
heard it changes to Karen in my phone.
Oh my gosh. So one of mine, and actually I'm going to shout out to my daughter on this one. For those of us that shop, and we shop to make sure things are fresh, and we want to make sure that we've got good vegetables, good bread, good milk, good whatever in the house. Sell by versus eat by date.
Oh,
you know
my
what?
God.
I totally give a crap when it's sell by.
I agree. Completely.
I want to know when to eat it.
I'm going to go ahead and go on a limb and say that the grocery store likely won't have it if it is after the sell by day.
Yes.
In general.
Yeah, let's just go out and say that. Yeah, exactly.
So
tell us.
So what is the point of a sell by date? Maybe someone's listening in that can educate us a little bit here, because the purpose of the date in general is for consumption, right?
Yes.
So what the duck?
What the duck? Yeah. What the duck is that?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I know. And what we're talking about ducking, for some of you don't know, the iPhone and Android apparently.
Yes.
They don't like the F word, and so if you try to use profanity, it'll change it on you.
It's always a duck.
Yes.
It changes the F to a D.
It will let you say shit though. Yeah.
It will, but I always ends up putting in shut or shit.
Ship or shut. Yeah. Ship or shut.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It just does not want me to be great.
Yeah, it just really doesn't. But how about, this is probably, and some moms out there are going to be mad at me for saying this, but the one thing that drives me insane, and it is definitely a pet peeve, is kids with hair in their eyes when they're either eating or playing soccer. I mean, put your kids' hair up if they're girls and they have long hair. If they're guys and they're boys, pull it back. And
when Dylan's hair was long, I was pulling it in a man bun.
He was getting a man bun, and it was actually cracking me up. But luckily, Dad actually cut it. Did he put a bowl on his head? But
no, he gave him a mohawk.
It actually looked really cute.
He did a good job.
He did a good job. But yeah, you know what? Kids are, my mom used to always say, you're going to go cross-eyed if you don't put your hair up. But kids wipe it out of their hair, and then the hair looks stringy, and then they eat it and take it out of their head, their face. I hate that. It's definitely a pet peeve.
My mom used to always tell me when I was little, when I'd pull my hair back, oh, now I can see your face.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or your pretty face.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, if you ever think of one of your pet peeves that just grates on you.
There is a bajillion, and I would have to say I have a word pet peeve. Is it converse or conversate?
Oh.
Is it refrigerator or refrigerator? I can't stand when people say things like that. No, you're not putting it. It's okay. I understand fridge. Go pop leftovers in the fridge real quick.
Right.
But don't put it in the refrigerator.
Full context, yeah.
It's refrigerator or fridge, or especially. There's no X.
No.
It's especially.
Yeah, there's no. And I also, my mom was 100% Irish. So she'd be like, okay, well, the tomato versus tomato. Now, to me, that was a little bit more accent.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when she used to call it aluminium instead of aluminum, oh, yes.
Shut
yeah,
up.
and laboratory instead of laboratory.
I say that
and I was like,
on purpose.
Mother. But in saying that, I don't like it when people say Target. It's Target. Stop.
Oh my God.
It's not Target. I hate it.
Daryl says Target.
I know he does.
Oh, you know what's funny? Okay, so it's Nordstrom, but everyone says Nordstrom's.
Yeah, it's
Do you
not
notice
plural.
that?
It's not plural.
But everyone says
Macy's
it.
is plural.
Macy's is plural.
Yeah, it's, and people need to use good grammar.
I can't. I have, in the corporate world, seen written memos that I cringe at. So there's really no excuse for that. You have people that can proofread. You have spell check. You have other sets of eyes that you pay to do that.
Yes.
Please do us all a favor and spell check and grammar check your
it's just, and when people don't spell the word right all the way through, and then people try to cut and paste it. And they put it in bad. And in the healthcare field and all of my auditing, I see doctors having bad grammar and then pulling it through. And I'm like, people, check the mistakes. So.
Please proofread. I've seen it in like live broadcasts too. And Daryl, we were just talking about this yesterday. He'll be watching like his sports broadcastings, and I'll be sitting there only half paying attention, mostly just listening. And I will make comments like, don't these people have friends or people that they pay to tell them that they can't say certain things, or like that they're saying it incorrectly?
Yeah.
Or also like the way that they're dressed.
Yes.
Or just like little things, and I point things out, and he's always like, man, now that's all I notice.
Yeah.
I was like, you're welcome.
It's definitely a conversation. And now that my daughter's an English major.
Oh, yeah.
She's big about this, because actually in college, they talk to them about, you've heard of Ebonics and and all this. And some of the professors are like, oh no, slang is just the way, that's just a different part of language. And Ebonics just a part of language. I'm like, I'm sorry. Okay. So I'm going to get really probably politically incorrect here. The word ask. It's spelled A-S-K. It's not A-K-S. And when I hear that, and actually, like your husband, he's a black man. Mm-hmm. And I've said that to him, especially because he's a rapper. I said,
not
I've
that
heard
he
that.
says.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah. I was like,
no, he doesn't.
That.
And actually, I've said that to him. I said, one thing I appreciate about you is you don't say ax, you say ask. He goes, it's spelled S-A-S-K. He goes, you don't think that bugs me too? So it was kind of a cool moment where I was like, okay, I'm not being weird. He goes, no, you're not being weird at all.
No, I mean, but there are certain areas of the state and country and that they just say things differently.
Yeah, and that's okay.
Even different, like I know in the Midwest,
dialect.
Dialect, right? Like they just call things different. Right. But if you're
even saying it, not even
don't just start dropping letters out of the word for no reason or whatever. Yeah, I can't stand. I mean, there's other words. I literally had a list at one point where it's when we're speaking about details, it's specifics, not specific.
Actually, your husband told me that one.
No way.
Yes, he was sitting here one time when we were kind of having this conversation, because I was reading an article that I wanted his opinion on, and he even said, he goes, oh, like Pacific versus specific. I'm like, yeah. So he has. You guys are twins in a lot of things.
I'm so glad that you just now told me how he feels about that, because now we can continue to be married. Because I get so irritated. I'm no expert in English. I do care a lot about those details. It does carry on in my work. I write reports for work, so these things are important to me.
Well, when you say somebody's doing really good instead of really well, or in the right context, it's like you have to know context. And I'm not trying to, be mad or rude to anybody that is still learning grammar. Our 2, 3, 4 are kids. That's fine. But as an adult, you probably need to speak a little bit more articulately. Just because people are hearing it. They're hearing it. I mean,
we also speak so much to the businesswoman, and we speak to the working mom and it is already so hard, and the odds are already stacked up against us when we are a working mother in this industry and in this world.
Presenting yourself.
Yes. And I mean, we talk about the way that we dress at work, the way that we present ourselves and carry ourselves, what's important to us. And we also talk about
like you wouldn't drop F-bombs during an interview.
No, I curse really bad. I curse like a sailor, but there are 2 times where I do not use any questionable verbiage, and that's 1 in front of my children and 2 in my work.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
There are, it actually, if for whatever reason someone from work is hearing me for the first time out of work, they're usually a little bit surprised.
Really? Well, it's funny you say that, because you and I always have to be professional in our careers and our jobs. And last week when I'm out of town teaching something, and I actually was kind of getting a little ranty about something, and I said, and it's just really BS. And I stopped myself and I had a class where they started laughing. They're like, no, you could sit. I go, no, I can't. I'm recording today. And so it was just kind of funny because you do have to stop yourself.
You know what's funny? Actually, sorry to cut you off. I had an experience the other day. It both made me laugh and it also made me feel very cool. I had a cool mom moment, but it was only because I am a mom that it made me a cool mom. But I was at the grocery store. I was getting stuff for Hanukkah, for our meal. So I was at the grocery store super late at night, and I'm wearing my Arizona State University hoodie, and it's like yellow, right? Like they're goldish yellow because they're the Sun Devils. And then I'm just describing my outfit for emphasis on what I look like when I go grocery shopping. And then I was wearing these red plaid pajama pants with my boots, my furry boots.
Really hot. Is what you're saying?
Daryl used the word haggard. And then an epic on 10,000 bun situation. I don't know what was going on, but my makeup was done because from work earlier. But yeah, it was boop, boop, right? So I'm at the grocery store and buying all this stuff. And I get to the checkout and the guy was like a younger, like young 20s guy. And he looked at me and goes, oh, Arizona State, huh? And I was like, huh? What are you talking about? And I was like, oh, yeah, I got this. Yeah, that's right. I did go there. I did graduate from Arizona State. And he's like, as, party school. And I'm like, oh, yeah, And he's like, that's so cool. Are you like from there? And so he starts talking to me and I was kind of like, oh, no, I went to college there. I did live, whatever. And then I was like, man, I'm sorry. It was a long time ago. And he's like, oh, couldn't have been that long ago. And I was like, it was like, it was a few hands away ago, and he's like, "Oh shit, really?" And he said that I realized I seem cool enough to allow you to step out of your professional role and curse at me and flirt with me. I was like,
he was totally hitting on you.
I seem younger, and you seem that like I'm cool. Like I won't be like upset that this kid is cursing in front of me.
Did you see?
And the workplace.
You see your pajama bottoms?
Probably as I walked away.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So, and don't worry, I told Daryl about this story, but like he just funny. Laughed. But it was so funny because there's like cursing in the workplace. It made me think about that because I was a little like, oh, you're cursing.
Oh, that's so
in the
funny.
Workplace. I mean, granted, it was a grocery store, but
still,
like,
the pet peeve thing.
Yeah,
that's
you feel comfortable. I'm cool enough to accept this verbiage.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So I have a question for our listeners, plus for you, Korren.
All right, I'm ready.
So
I'm scared.
Everybody, I hope your dishwasher is next to your sink. Okay. And when it's clean, the light goes on. So you would hope somebody would empty it.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Mine doesn't
you'd
do
hope,
that.
I'm lucky now because you got me a little sign that's one sign says it's clean, one side says dirty, because my daughter put dirty dishes in clean one time. But why, when it's emptied and there's no light on, do people just stick their dirty frickin' dishes in the sink thinking that there's going to be a magic dishwasher to come and wash them and rinse them and put them in the dishwasher?
You haven't heard of the dishwashing fairy?
What the hell, people? Put your dishes in the dishwasher.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have that out there with your families or your kids or your spouses, partners, whatever, but it's annoying. It's just such a pet peeve of mine.
I have to say,
I don't like a messy kitchen. That's my biggest thing.
Okay. Okay, that just made me think of something. Okay, I am not the world's best dish cleaning person in terms of keeping up. I'm so spent by the end of the day. The fact that I even cooked my children food and kept them alive after work, like my shit is going in the sink. I'll rinse it out, but it's going in the sink mostly because the dishwasher is usually full. And I don't have time or energy to unload the dishwasher right now, aka Monday through Friday and Saturday because my husband works on the weekends. So I have to give kudos. My husband is so good. He's really good about doing the dishes. I am the bathroom cleaner, the bed maker, the vacuumer, the tidy-upper.
I'm all that.
Yeah,
I
know.
Housekeepers, but
and
yeah,
I do clean the kitchen counters, and I do put things away. But one thing, mostly because I have to say, with Dylan, So I have to wait until the kids go to sleep to do it.
Oh, gotcha. So
that makes it even later. And because Dylan wants to climb into the dishwasher. But, okay, so here's my pet peeve. I've talked about this before with people, and I don't know what your opinion is. I don't know. Did I tell you this? Okay.
I don't know.
When you have dirty dishes, do you put them in the sink or do you spread them out across all counter space imaginable?
It depends. If it's a big meal, I don't want the backs of the dishes being stacked on top of food. So I basically will rinse them off and put them in, and I will have them all over the counter. If it's a big meal and a lot of people. If it's basically everybody else, I just basically, if there's just a couple, and again, I just don't like the back of the dish. Like, why mess it up twice? You know, you still rinse it, but you don't have to then get the scrub brush out. And because we actually clean our dishes before we put them in the dishwasher.
We do.
The commercials lie.
They all lie.
There's no
it's
scrubbing
bullshit.
Anything in there. Yeah.
But there's no magical cleaning fairy in the
dishwasher. Yeah. But no, I know if we have a bunch of people over. So when I had book club over, I probably would just have them put it all in the sink and not really worry about it.
I'm really big on putting it in the sink so I can still have my counter space.
You have your counter space.
Gotcha. I can't stand when, like, if I have dirty dishes and they're all spread out all over, like.
But I clean as I go.
Yeah. No, that's the thing. Like, I'd rather them be in the sink so I can still use my counter space.
Yeah.
Also, too, because we have other things like appliance, like stuff on the counter, and I just like to still be able to use my kitchen.
Yeah, no, I
feel like I can't.
Well, your kitchen, I think, is a little bit bigger than my kitchen, and so when you come to make cookies this week, yeah, I have a feeling you're going to be like, wow, how do you function in this kitchen? So it'll be interesting.
You have no small children.
This is true.
That the small children part.
True.
It's, yeah. Yes. And plus, we make lunch for, me, Daryl, Carson, and myself. We pack lunches every single day, Monday through Friday. So that on top of breakfast and dinner, on top of our dishes pile up so quickly. And then
we always do make breakfast. We don't always make dinner, and then we make our lunches the night before. So it doesn't. Yeah, it's just totally different.
But then you think of all the Tupperware containers and all the that stuff.
Summer does tend to throw those in there, and she just leaves them in there going, Mom, what do you mean? Yeah, no. I know. Well, here's one that I think some people can relate out there. Do you ever watch, like, Wheel of Fortune?
I haven't watched it in so long.
Well, it's something that's sometimes just on, and, we like Jeopardy more. So we watch Jeopardy, like, all the time.
We do Family Feud.
Yeah, okay. So Wheel of Fortune comes on after Jeopardy. And I usually want to change it because it's just not a favorite show of mine. I think anybody who couldn't qualify for Jeopardy is on Wheel of Fortune. So
cold.
But I know it's rude, isn't it? But the thing is, okay, pet peeve. Why are people, once they know what the word is, still buying vowels? Stop doing that. They're wasting $250. Yes, they're there, and you know what the word is.
Not strategic.
And they're like, I'd like to buy an A, and you're like, okay, but you know that word's apple. It has the PP and the L. And they're like, and I'll just buy the E. I'm like, why are you buying that? You know what that is. And now they have all the letters, and they're like, I'd like to solve it. Apple. And you're like, okay, wait.
Genius.
You knew what this was, and you're not a second grader. I know that's a funny thing to have a pet peeve about, but it drives me crazy. Just like people who go to the mall with a full coat on. I mean,
what?
Yes, I know.
What?
I know. This is a high class problem, people. I guess.
No. You know what that is? That's a California problem.
Leave your coat in the car and go the 2 minutes to get to
live in the Midwest when it's 40 below with wind chill.
It takes you 2 minutes to get to the mall.
Bullshit.
No.
No.
And then you have to carry it around.
Oh, I can't with you, Terry. You don't. But you will also have pneumonia.
You're not going to pneumonia.
Okay, I know.
No,
that was
you catch a cold from a virus, not from the cold.
That was a stretch.
I know you were doing that just to get a rise out of me.
But it's cold as duck.
I just don't. I mean, even in the snow, take it off, put it in your car, and then make a run for it.
You have never lived in the snow, have you?
And drag your 2-year-old kid behind you because of course they walk fast.
I can't with you. You beach living. Mother
effer. Travel,
schmavel.
But I stay in the hotel. I don't always get out.
See, no. You have never had to walk to school in the snow.
You have to carry it all over the place.
That's some lazy crap.
Finally. Okay, finally. Whatever.
You're funny. Well, we just wanted to keep this episode super light
and airy, but fine, whatever.
You know, we're starting this new year, and we've got lots of unrealistic goals. We all know it.
I know.
And we really wanted to what?
Well, I was just thinking about one that I didn't bring up, but this one was kind of funny to me.
You're like, let me whip out my pad.
Yeah, let me just whip out the last one. So, do you ever had anybody in your family? I'm just gonna call your daughter out a little bit, and then I'm gonna call mine out.
That they're a little bit of a ways apart.
Well, yes, but when I tell you what the pet peeve is, you'll be like, "Oh yeah." They can do something, and all of a sudden they're helpless.
Oh my God, they're broken. Like, arms, legs.
And you're like, what are you doing? I can't. Can you just do it for me? And I'm like, okay, Mommy. You know what? Oh yeah, I get the same thing. She's 23. But Mama, come on. I'm like, Summer, just go make your own lunch. But can you make it for me? You make it better. So much better.
I know. Okay, I'm not going to lie. I did that. I still do that.
Okay.
With my mom. But my mom is in another state, so I totally milk it when I'm in town. I'm like, Mommy, you make really good water.
Oh no!
For me,
really good water.
So much better than the other water.
Yeah, Summer thinks I make the best tuna in the world.
Oh my! My God!
I do, but still.
No! I kid you not. I was gonna use that example, but I thought that sounded weird.
Oh.
I was gonna my mom, because you know, like the canned tuna.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, my mom would pick out like the icky looking parts.
Yeah.
And then, mix it and make it together or whatever. Right. And I just, Mommy, it doesn't come out the same way.
It doesn't come out the same. Summer said the same way. She goes, I made your tuna and it doesn't taste the same. And I'm like, I told you how to make it. She goes, but it doesn't taste the same. And so then I make it. She goes, this is what I wanted. This is exactly right. I'm like, okay.
I swear it's a mommy thing.
It must be.
Because Carson asks me to make tuna all the time.
It must be just what we do.
But I don't really pick out.
Well, there's a secret to tuna. So it's
What's this?
Well,
is it like your mashed potatoes?
Yeah, right. You only buy albacore white tuna. Do not buy.
That's exactly what we buy.
Crap, people. It's crap tuna. Do not buy cat food.
We do not sponsor albacore, but we greatly appreciate it.
And the secret is you have to put in at least 2 tablespoons of relish per can. Otherwise, it soaks it up. And plus,
use relish.
Plus, you have to put in a tablespoon of the pickled water. You have to. It makes it different.
We do lemon juice.
I don't like lemon juice.
So that's a problem.
Okay, that's a different.
Yeah.
And then you also 2 parts mayo to 1 part mustard. Yellow mustard.
I do.
Can't be the spicy mustard. That stuff doesn't work.
we do mayo and mustard.
Mayo mustard. Yeah.
Mayo mustard.
Relish, pickle water.
Pepper.
Relish and pickle water. And,
pepper.
Yeah, and that's what ours is. So.
Well, this is a weird conversation.
Yeah, a weird conversation. So we're talking about pet peeves, and we're talking about tuna. How to make your best tuna.
How to get good.
Which actually, my last pet peeve would be bad breath. Pop in some gum, folks. That's if you're talking to people. So we're talking about tuna. If you're gonna eat a tuna sandwich, don't forget your gum afterward.
Garlic. There are certain days where I'm like, come on, baby. You married me. You know this. So just embrace this garlic, embrace this onion, embrace all of this.
Yeah. No, you know what? And I'm okay. No, I'm not. I just don't like smells. You know me.
Yeah, no,
you know me.
I'm always making sure I don't reek when I come.
Text this morning.
Oh my God.
I smell good. I definitely showered last night. I'm like, well, I just got out of the shower. So this is our conversations on our way to record for you guys.
Because I left my house at 7 a.m. So I was like, I'm not going to have time to shower and do all this stuff in the morning that I had to do. So I'm going to shower the night before. And I exfoliated and everything. And then in the morning, I made sure to wash my face, brush my teeth, deodorant. I look frizzle frazzled.
You look
but
awesome.
I am clean, I promise you.
No, it was just so funny.
There are certain days, though, I text you, I'm like, it's 9 o'clock, I just got in the shower.
Well, it's people at work. People at work that want to come talk to you, and they hang out and they breathe in your face, and you're like, yeah, and you're just like, and they bend over your table when I give a seminar, and I'm sitting there, and they come closer, and you're like, why don't you sit right there in front of me, and it's at least a table apart, and we'll have a chat. No, they want to sit and then lean over and breathe in your face.
You know what? Just hop on my lap.
Have a mint. Yeah, there's Altoids right in front of you. So yeah, that's good bugs me. But
I love gum.
I know. So as we wrap this up today, small victory for the week.
Small victory for this week. Oh God, I survived.
You survived.
Well
into 2019 now.
Yes, and everything is fresh. It's new. We've got this amazing wedding coming up that I'm so excited to go to in a place that I've never been. Oh. And that's Big Bear.
Oh.
I've actually never been to. I've been to Mammoth when I was in middle school.
It's a great place to get married.
Yeah, it's going to be gorgeous. So I'm super excited, and we're incorporating the kids into the trip because it's their birthday weekend.
Oh, that's so great.
So we're going to take them to snow. Dylan's never been to the snow.
Oh, that's so great.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm loving that.
But
mine is actually, not only did I refresh all of my underwear drawer.
Oh my God, impressive.
But my bra drawer too. And just to have it in 2019, to have new stuff, I'm just excited. Every time I open my drawer, I'm excited.
You know what? I need to start getting rid of some of my bras that I don't wear.
2019 will probably be the time to do it.
If anything, 2019.
There you go.
Bras.
Well, everybody, we've had a great time with you today, and we just want you to go out and make it a great day and make it a great week and make it a great year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening to the BunLife Podcast. For more information on all things BunLife, go to thebunlife.com. Don't forget to subscribe, whether it be on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, or your favorite podcast provider, so you don't miss an episode. Until next time.
I'm good. I'm good. Yep. Hands up. Yep. Hands up. Clap. 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 Say it with me. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. That's right. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Thank you. Woo, woo. Curtis King on the beat.